Hey, today, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Marcia Backstrom with lowcarbmeals.us, and I want to show you a great recipe that's very versatile. And I use this a lot in making muffins and crusts of all different sorts and hors d'oeuvres. Here, I want to show you what I made. These little pizza bites using this recipe. And these are fun because, as you can see, I just store them in a plastic bag. I make them in my little muffin tins, and these are like little pizza bites made with Carb Quick, and there's sauce, and you can put pepperoni on them, and you can dress them up, put olives or different types of vegetables, maybe even some green leaf parsley on there, make it look pretty. You could serve these as an hors d'oeuvre. And these are a great go-to little snack. And so, like I said, I keep them in a little bag like this. They'll keep for several days. They're great. Now, this is a basic muffin mix. Actually, I put zucchini in mine, and I put a lot of different interesting ingredients in it. These are some of the muffins that I made in a little fancy pan that I had. This is supposed to be a scallop, but you can turn these into muffins. You can use regular muffin tins, the tiny muffin tins. I've even made little bases with them, and what I do with this is I'll have my crust on the bottom, and then I'll build it. I'll put ham or bacon, cheese, sauce, and layer it. And you can actually stick that under the broiler for a few minutes on high, and the cheese will get all bubbly and melty, and then you can just cut these in little wedges, and these are absolutely delicious. This is a great dinner, really fast to make. It takes no time to put this together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you first of all, I take almonds, and I'll mix them up in my magic bullet. I told you I use this a lot. See my magic bullet here. And I'll take some just whole raw almonds, and I'll mix them up and grind them up until they look like this. And you can buy your own almond flour online if you want. You can actually go to my store, lowcarbmeals.us, and from there you can link and find some stores that sell the almond flour. And we've got lots of recipes and tips on the site, so you want to visit the site, get some ideas, and then you can go right to the stores from there. Or you can make your own almond flour. Buy some raw almonds, and I do this a lot. You can toast them if you want. Whatever you want to do, sky's the limit. But this is how I do it. I mix it up in my magic bullet and grind them, and I put in a half a cup of ground almond flour in this mix. Okay, so we'll start with that, and then we're going to use 1 cup of carbulose flour or Carb Quick in our mix. I use 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and you want to be careful and measure that. In this recipe, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of olive oil, canola oil. In this, I'm using sesame oils because what I have on hand. You want to get a good cold pressed oil, 1 tablespoon. All right. Next thing I like to add is my zucchini. You can just dump all this together. It's 1 cup of grated zucchini. Take a look at my little cute grater. Isn't that adorable? Have fun with your food. All right. So we've got our baking powder. We've got our almond flour, our carbulose. We have bacon, a half a cup of bacon. Now, again, you can find this recipe on my website, lowcarbmeals.us. And I'm going to put a grind of pepper in this. You can use any spices you want. I decided in this one I'm going to put some thyme and just a little dash, maybe like a half a teaspoon, not much. And I love these chipotle flakes. I'd say I've used almost the whole jar already. And they give a wonderful smoky, kind of a hot flavor to your dishes. And I'm going to sprinkle those in liberally because I really like them. And they give a little smoky hotness, a little spice to the mix. And then to this we're going to add 1 cup of cream and a little bit of salt. Now when you mix this together, if your mix is too dry, just add some more liquid to the mix. But this is going to be be kind of a dry mix. It's not going to be very wet. You have 1 cup of liquid in there, but your zucchini is wet. And you've got half a cup of almond flour, I'm sorry, 1 cup of almond flour and 1 cup of carb quick. 1 cup of cream. And the next thing I'm going to add is a cup of cheese. Now I'm going to use cheddar cheese in this mix. And you can use whatever you like, and I'm just going to eyeball this. Just about a cup. Let's see, I think that's about it. Mix this up. Put this into a greased pan of your choice. This is a tin that I often use. Spray this down with your Pam, a cooking spray, and then you're going to fill these almost to full, and you're going to bake this in a convection oven at 375 for about 12 to 13 minutes. It depends on your oven. My convection oven at 375 will maybe cook these from 12 to 13 minutes, something like that. You want to check them. Don't let them get too brown. If you have a regular oven, you're going to have to make sure the recipe works for you in your regular oven. So I'd say about 375 for about 12 minutes. I think that should do it for you. So you're going to love this recipe. Try it. Try making little pizzas out of it. Try making crusts out of it, muffins, and these wonderful little pizza bites. Like I said, I put this in the tin, in my muffin tin, with sauce and a little bit of pepperoni on top. And see how it makes a cute little cup? And you can actually put an olive in there. Lots of things you can do with this. You're going to love this recipe. It's delicious. It's packed with protein. Oh, I did forget to mention an egg. There is 1 egg in this recipe, and I left that out. So don't forget the egg. You'll find the recipe on my site, lowcarbmeals.us.